Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am the Crypto Insider, back with another cryptocurrency video. Again, not nice price action over the last 24 hours on our favorite cryptocurrency, XRP, here at the channel. But, these ups and downs happen in the crypto market. We believe in the tech and we're holding, and if it crashes even more, then we're buying. What you are seeing on the screen in front of you is the donation we make to each new subscriber to the channel. We donate a little bit of XRP to @GoodXRP. They break it down and ship it off to all of those Twitter handles that you're seeing. And that helps them get their mission accomplished, and it helps us get subscribers. I think yesterday we had 7 or 8, enough to set off the subscriber harp. So there we go. Good stuff there. Before we jump into some of the price stuff, please note that I am not a financial analyst. I'm not a certified financial planner, registered investment advisor, stockbroker, tax accountant. I am not selling you any products. I have worked in the FinTech space for 17 years and largely with Ripple partners and big Fortune 500 banks and conglomerates. So sometimes, just sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I have a little bit of insight into how they operate and what's going on. Let's look at live cryptocurrency prices via Live Coin Watch. It's not pretty. I was looking at this just a few minutes ago, and everything is mostly red. I'm going to refresh it for our purposes there. Bitcoin SV is a winner on the 24-hour. Everything else is down. XRP is down 2.96% on the 24-hour, sitting at 22.8 cents. The big winner was Rep, I believe, something like 17% on the 24-hour, 17 or 18. And I think that our cryptohopper bot trades Rep occasionally. I'm pretty sure it does. This and something called KNC. I'm not sure what this crypto does. These are very large run-ups on the 24 hours. We got 10.2% on Bitcoin Gold. And usually I don't trust these. If something's up 40% or 38% in one day, it's usually a sign that there's going to be a sell-off fairly soon, or that, it was extremely overbought. So maybe not. I don't know. Maybe there was some good news for that coin or something. I don't follow every one of the 5,000 cryptos out there. I would not have time to do the videos if I did. All I would be doing is reading about coins and new coins. But I will look at them as they get towards the top 10 market cap occasionally, and find one or two that I like, depending on what it does, and if it solves a real world problem or if it invents a problem to solve, which are two different things. Everything is red on our Coinalyze page. It's in the oversold. There must not be a lot of action over the weekend. For the 1 hour, down 0.7%. We're a little bit over negative 3.19% for the 24-hour. But I think a lot of this has to do with Bitcoin dropping below that psychologically significant level of 8,500. It looks like it's reclaimed it. But as of, 10, 20 minutes before I started doing the video, we were below this $8,500 mark. This first story we're going to cover, it always creates a story, and I don't quite understand it. And Mr. Anton Lucian does not does not clarify some key points here. Ripple unlocks another 1 billion XRP from the escrow wallet. Ripple has just unlocked another billion from its escrow wallet, as it always does at the start of the month. Okay, so at least I got that point right. Traders are bracing for a possible sell-off as Ripple unlocks another billion XRP from its escrow wallet. Although commonly unlocked at the start of the month, this practice has been the subject of persistent criticism every time it happens. The question still remains, why does Ripple need over $200 million in funds every month? Okay, so the thing here is, the implication of this paragraph is that by unlocking the $1 billion or the billion XRP, Ripple gets $230 million. That's not what happens. Ripple doesn't get anything unless it sells this $1 billion XRP on an exchange. And so price traditionally isn't affected much unless they do decide to sell it. But most months, this billion XRP goes back into the escrow process. So it never hits the exchange. Ripple always unlocks the billion XRP as part of standard procedure as being crypto. I'm getting a phone call. I'm just going to send them sorry, I can't talk right now. Ripple always unlocks 1 billion XRP every month as part of the standard procedure, as they previously reported. These relentless unlocks, they're not relentless, they're scheduled. You can find the escrow schedule. I haven't been to XRP Arcade in a while, Leonidas's website, but I'm pretty sure that it lists every date, and I think it's the last day of the month or the first day of the month, right around the beginning of the month. These escrow are programmatic, or these XRP are programmatically released, and they usually go back into the escrow. These relentless unlocks and sell-offs by Ripple have caused some to provocatively compare Ripple to the Plus token scam and how it offloads funds on the market. It was reported by Well Alert earlier today in two separate unlocks of 500 million XRP each. The reaction of the news was negative. Many expect that the unlock will spur a major sell-off. Yeah, that's because a lot of people that only look at XRP in passing will see that this money was unlocked. It's not the same as that being sold on the exchanges and Ripple getting the money. Ripple has failed to explain why it needs all these funds. It doesn't get these funds every month, which often total more than 200 million per month. In response, the team has simply asserted that it is the protocol, something that's been in place for some time. However, how these funds are spent is not entirely clear. What? Probably if you read any of their filings, you could see how Ripple was spending money. It's probably not that difficult. In those few circumstances where they've actually sold the XRP and gained the 200 million. See, this is bad writing in the crypto space. And this is actually FUD. I mean, the headline's correct. They probably did unlock $1 billion XRP, but what have they done with it? They didn't get $200 million for it. Unless they did sell it and I didn't notice. But generally, a few days after they unlock it, it ends up going right back in. So, be careful. They'll let anybody write a story, apparently. The next article we have is from Cointelegraph.com by Samuel Hagan. I'm only covering this because it's Texas related, and as you know, I record these videos from the wild and wonderful city of Austin, Texas. Peter Thielbach Startup says Texas is the best place to mine Bitcoin. Alex Leigel, CEO of Layer 1 Technologies, a US-based Bitcoin mining company that recently announced its intention to repatriate 30% of Bitcoin's hash power by 2022, has described Texas as offering miners the cheapest power in the world at scale. Less than 2 weeks ago, Layer 1 commenced mining operations at its facility in western Texas, bringing multiple 2.5 megawatt container rigs online. Texas is the largest producer of wind power in the United States, outproducing the second, third, and fourth largest producers combined. If Texas were an independent nation, it would be the world's fifth largest generator of wind power worldwide. So this power strip there, or this wind farm they're talking about, is in western Texas near Rockdale. I forget what the name of the Texas, what the actual name of the town is that's nearby. But if you were driving from somewhere like Austin to Abilene, or Austin to Colorado, or Austin to New Mexico, the route would take you through this area. And I did exactly this last March. So I'm driving along, and whenever I go on a big road trip, I leave in the middle of the night. I'm like, screw all that traffic. I'm gonna zoom through the night and make some headway. So I get out on this, it's just a 2-lane highway, and all of a sudden there are all these red flashing lights in the sky for as far as you can see in any direction. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm glad that I'm not smoking the funny cigarettes, because this would totally freak me out, and it just goes on for miles and miles. Keep in mind, you're going at 70, 75 miles an hour on these Texas roads, and all these blinking lights are just coming with you, and it seems like it never ends. What it what it was, I didn't know that they were there at the time, are hundreds of thousands of windmills. Hundreds of thousands by my estimation. I don't know, it could possibly be millions. There are so many out there. But apparently that is where they are going to put this Bitcoin farm. Let's see. Layer 1 plans to pause mining during summer. During October 2019, Layer 1 raised $50 million for its venture capital investors led by Peter Thiel. The cash infusion funded the acquisition of an electric substation capable of generating 100 megawatts, situated on 30 acres in western Texas, and rose the company's value to $200 million. Also plans to take advantage of the skyrocketing summer electricity prices and selling its power to the grid. We can stabilize the grid by selling capacity for curtailment at the push of a button. Northern Bitcoin AG to construct largest Bitcoin mining facility in the world in Texas. During January, Windstone, a subsidiary of Frankfurt-based mining company Northern Bitcoin, announced that it had inked partnerships with Japanese internet provider GMO and financial services company SBI to process transactions at its forthcoming facility in Rockdale, Texas. And I believe that's where the big windmills start. But yeah, if you ever get the chance to drive through there at night and see all those red lights, I guess the red lights may be warn planes not to hit them or something. But you should take a drive out through there and see all those cool windmills, and the prices are, and the just how long it goes on for is an amazing sort of feat. But everyone tends to think of Texas as drilling for oil, and certainly that has happened and still happens here. Especially we have offshore stuff and all kinds of things in the oil and gas industry, but we also have that very, 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 very large group of windmills. In any case, there's my music, so I'm going to pop up some of those extra videos for you here to continue your crypto insider journey. If you want to, like and subscribe. We will send money to @GoodXRP on your behalf, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.